Guten Tag. So, you're ready to take your first real steps into speaking German? Perfect. Today, we are going to get straight to the essentials, the absolute building blocks you need to talk about yourself, about other people, and the one verb that makes it all happen.
But you know what? Before we even touch the grammar, let's warm up our mouths a little. See, in German, a tongue twister is called a Zungenbreaker, which literally translates to a tongue breaker. I promise it sounds way more intense than it actually is.
All right, ready to give it a go? Listen closely to that throaty sh sound. It goes like this. Acht alte Drachen riechen nix. Try saying that a few times. It's actually a fantastic way to get used to some of those classic German sounds right off the bat. So, what on earth did you just say? Well, it means 8 old dragons smell nothing. Yeah, it's a little strange, I know, but it's a great reminder that German isn't all serious rules. It can be really playful and kind of weird, which is part of the fun. Okay, now that our mouths are all warmed up, let's see how these sounds actually work in a real conversation. To do that, we're going to check back in with someone you might remember from our journey, Mia Gruber. So here's Mia, just introducing her family. Did you catch those little words she was using? She says, Ich bin Mia, I am Mia, and ist der Vater, he is the father, and wir sind die Eltern, we are the parents. Those little words, I, he, we, they are the glue holding this whole thing together.
And that, right there, brings us to our main event. Those words Mia was using are called pronouns. Think of them as the absolute essential tools in your German toolbox. You gotta have them to build even the simplest sentences.
So what exactly is a pronoun? It's really just a shortcut. Instead of saying James is talking, I say I am talking. Instead of saying the viewer is learning, I say you are learning. We use them all the time in English without even noticing.
And here they are. This is pretty much your entire German pronoun toolbox, all laid out. You've got your words for I, you, he, she, it, we, and they. Now, I know it might look like a lot at first glance, but don't worry, we're going to break it all down.
Okay, hang on. You probably just noticed something a little tricky. There seem to be a few different ways to say you in German. So how in the world do you know when to use the informal du and ihr versus that formal-looking sie?
Luckily, the rule is pretty clear. You use the informal du when you're talking to one person you know well, a friend, a family member. Use ihr for a group of those people. But for strangers, colleagues, or anyone older, you use the formal sie to show respect. Here's the best tip. When in doubt, just use sie. It's always the safe, polite bet. Now, let's talk about something that's, well, it's one of the most fascinating and maybe mind-bending parts of German. In English, a car is an it. A table is an it. A university is an it. Not in German. In German, every single object has a gender. Let me show you what I mean. The German word for the tree is der Baum, and that's a masculine noun. So when you talk about the tree again, you don't say, it is beautiful, you say, ist schön, which literally means he is beautiful. Let that sink in for a second. That's right. In German, a tree is a he, and a university, die Universität, is a she. A car, das Auto, is an it. It's a huge concept, and it's going to shape how you speak the language from here on out. So we've got our pronouns, our whole toolbox. But right now, they're just sitting there. They can't do anything on their own. They need a power source, an engine. And in German, there is no engine more important than the verb sein, which means to be. And here's the thing. Just like in English, the verb to be changes its shape depending on who is doing the being. So ich always goes with bin. Du always goes with bist. Sie, or is always go with ist. You get the idea. The verb has to agree with the subject. Now, before you start thinking this is just a bunch of stuff to memorize, take a closer look. Does any of this look familiar? Ich bin, doesn't that sound a lot like I am? And ist sounds an awful lot like he is? That's because it is. English and German are cousins, so you've already got a huge head start. All right, this is the moment we've been waiting for. This is the payoff. We have our pronoun toolbox, we have our power-up verb sein. It is time to put it all together and build your very first German sentences. Let's see what you've got. Okay, first challenge, we're starting with the pronoun we, which means we. So, which form of the verb sein do you need to make this sentence work? Is it side, bin, or send?
Genau, exactly. The correct answer is sind.
Wir sind aktiv und gesund.
We are active and healthy. Look at that. You just built a complete, correct sentence in German. Awesome.
Let's do another one. This time, you're talking to your friend Rolf, so you're using the informal you, which is do. So, which verb goes with do? Is it sein, bist, or bin?
Sehr gut, very good. The correct one is bist. Du bist ein netter Mann. You are a nice man. See? You're getting the rhythm of this. It's starting to click.
All right, last one for today's workout. You're talking to a group of kids now, so you need the plural informal you, which is ihr. Which verb form are you going to pick? Sind, seid, or ist?
Richtig. That's correct. It's seid. Kinder, ihr seid brav. Kids, you are being good. Amazing. You did it. You took the pronouns, you took the verb, you put them together, and you made real sentences. You can absolutely do this.
Seriously, think about what you just did. You now have the fundamental tools to say, I am, you are, he is, we are. You can literally start describing the entire world around you in a new language. So the only real question left is, what are you going to say next? Auf Wiedersehen,